Hello. Welcome to the video. Welcome, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. If you aren't watching it live, it's way too early for people that are actually watching it live to sort of see. But welcome if you are watching it as a YouTube video. And thank you very much for watching the channel as well. I appreciate it. I know I've not been super consistent with the content on this channel, really. And I apologize for that. To be honest with you, if I'm being brutally honest, it's not because I don't want to create content, as you can probably hear me twice. It's just because I feel really guilty. I think I've said this before on videos. I feel really guilty that when I was consistently uploading content, it was just, I bought this guy, here's my rewards, I won this division, I did this, I did that, and it's like, I just feel like it's super lazy. I want to be creating more content that's a little bit more creative, but at the same time, I think in the Sorare space, it's impossible because what do you upload other than what you do in Sorare? So I do have one fun video for sort of creative content, but aside from that, I don't know what you upload that's creative that isn't just the same sort of thing every week, which is just, oh, this is what I'm buying, this is a new strategy, this is what I won, so I will just continue creating this style of content from now on, rewards and stuff, and I will stop opening my rewards at football training. I apologize, I will save them for videos. But yeah, and I also have just noticed how horrific this Photoshop on the Berardi card looks like. It doesn't even look like I'm holding it at all. Why did I think that was good? Anyway, let me tweet out the stream. Welcome in. Yo, Rajas, or Rahas probably. I think I just pronounced that wrong. Welcome, Sam. How you doing? Franco, what's up? Jonathan, how you doing, man? Just got back from the gym. Hell yeah, dude. We are live. Let me go ahead and tweet out the stream as well real quick. And I'll tweet it on my main account as well. Why not? Live on the Sorare channel for a couple hours if you want to roll through. There we go. Tweet it on the main Twitter account as well. I really like today's thumbnail. If you guys don't know, I do create all my own thumbnails and stuff like that. It's no surprise they don't look very good, but I quite like today's one. I thought, the Haaland looks pretty cool. That Joachim Anderson card looks sick. Let's just, why not? So yeah. But the thumbnails, I'm not going to lie to you, they might look very similar for the next sort of however long. So yeah. But welcome. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. By the way, you guys clearly do not like the I Build Your Lineup series. Look at the views compared to everything else. You clearly are not enjoying that. So that's why I'm not going to be posting that as much anymore. I wanted to start off today's stream, actually. A bit of an issue. I've put aftershave on that gives me a headache, so I'm gonna have to quickly go and spray a different aftershave on me to try and mask the scent. I do apologize. I forgot that aftershave does that. Apologies, I'm back. A certain aftershave, or as the Americans call it, cologne. Gives me a headache, man. I need to remember that I need to stop using that aftershave because it messes with my head. I wanted to start off today, right? And I wanted to look at some potential decent depth pieces. Love the Girona shirt. Thank you, buddy. I think it's sick. I got it when I was out in Barcelona. I went to Barcelona, courtesy of Sorare, for the Man United versus Barcelona Europa League match last year, and picked it up whilst I was out there along with a couple of the pieces, and I really like it. I wanted to talk about some depth today because there are some really good budget options out there at the moment in Sorare. And Zinkernagel is one of those that I think is a really cool depth piece. I think when they've got a good match at home against a decent sort of team, you have people like Zinkernagel who aren't super expensive, and I love these kind of pieces as depth. I remember going on the strategy show and Sean doing the Griezmann depth quote. But these are the kind of people that I consider depth. People like Zinkernagel are the kind of pieces that I consider to be the depth pieces rather than the better cards. Someone like this for 0.02 to 0.03 in rare and literally a fiver in limited. This is a good depth piece if you ask me. And they get midweek utility. And the one thing I like about this card as well, and I probably will pick one up myself actually, I'm probably going to pick one up in a minute, is that you look at a lot of his games where he didn't score amazingly. A 53, right? 2 big chances created in this game. This is a 90 plus game on a different day, Big chance missed here. This is a 75 plus game on a different day. Let's have a look at some of these other ones. Let's see if he had any big BCCs, BCMs in some of these games. BCC here on a 26-point game. This is a 60-point game on another day. Do you know what I mean? That's why I like these sort of cards. Sean's the only one who thinks Griezmann's depth. The thing is, I'm being a bit disingenuous with it because I understand what he meant, but it's still funny. Sam said, I think the content, it depends on how much time you have for Sorare. I like Quiddy's format in member streams where he scouts, builds lineups for viewers, and it's a bit more of a personal thing. Yeah, I like Quiddy's content. I'm down to I can do these streams in the morning for sure and sort of like build out some content, build out some lineups for you guys and stuff like that. We did that in a stream a couple of days ago as well. So I'm kind of down to see the sort of morning content with you guys. Decided to build my MLS 240 rare team. I got Willis and Panico. I did see that tweet actually, yeah. For 190 euros, 4 thresholds. It seems mad. I picked up a card yesterday for a very, very similar reason. And I think like I'm not going to be focusing on Cap 240, but it's going to be a bigger priority for me because it allows you to go and pick up like this super rare Oscar Plana, right? This is a guy that was playing last season in Real Valladolid in the La Liga, right? And he was meh for Valladolid. You know, he had some decent AA, had some decent games, didn't get a huge amount of goals every now and then. In fact, I don't think he got any decisives, but like, you know, he's a player, he's 32 years old, right? You know, he's done relatively decently in La Liga for Real Valladolid over his career. A couple of seasons ago, he had a much better sort of run at it. And I think he's definitely a player that's capable of playing in La Liga, right? And he's just moved to Elche in La Liga Smart Bank. And you can already see he's a player that is showing straight away he can create goals. He's starting to get starts, and he's 5 goals in his last like 10 games or something like that. And you play that way, he does get a goal. Like, I feel like this is a great sort of Cap 240 super rare piece. And at £300, that's 2 thresholds. Like, not even. Like, that's what, 1.5 thresholds or something like that. So I love that sort of like thought process that if you pick up a card like that, you pay it off in a couple of thresholds and you still have the card. You know what I mean? So I like this guy a lot. I'm going to be using him in some of my Cap 240 teams for sure. And I like the fact that the Twente boys, obviously they got me threshold this week. I still love the fact that their L15s won't rise massively because of this game. In fact, Propers and Sadlex will go down. They're still like, they've got a home game next week, bro. They're going to like hopefully get me threshold next week as well. Hello, threshold. You'd love to see it, man. And I think the thing is with the Twente boys that I really like, because obviously it sucks that Twente this season are nowhere near what they were last season. And maybe with Smal being back, we can see a bit of an improvement with that. They were a big part of my plans to move into Super Rare this year, and it's not really going to happen, unfortunately. But I think it's one of those where it's like they're now the focus has shifted now because they're now a team that I can put into Cap 240 and potentially get a threshold in some really good game weeks. I mean, at home to Excelsior next week, right? You know that Twente will lose at home to Excelsior next week. I don't think they will. I really don't think they will at all. And if you look at it, we'll have a look at my midweek lines in a minute. If you were to look at Cap 240 Super Rare next week at home to Excelsior, all of a sudden now, like, maybe I don't even play Sadlek, but because Sadlek's one of those where it's like, I mean, I probably will play Sadlek, but we've got 112 points for two positions, and with a clean sheet, I honestly think we can get a card reward out of 240 next week with this defensive setup. Hello, Sellers. How you doing, mate? Let's say, I mean, we have 112 points. Who would I use for forward? Plano, I think, has got a really good matchup. They're a 56% chance to win against Cartagena. So if I put Oscar Plano in there, I've got 69 points. I could either use Pascal Gross, who's at home to Burnley. I could use Desart, who's at home to RWDM, providing he's obviously, you know, well now and he's feeling better. Gives us a lot of good options here. The only thing that I will say is I think Gross I'm going to save for Rare Plus. I think he's, like, with that matchup, I think with that matchup at home to Burnley, I feel like he's better saved for like Champion Europe Rare Plus or All-Star Rare Plus. Desart, I'm inclined to think similarly, and he's on a really good run of form, and he's the pen taker at the moment as well. That team, to me, is yeah, I think that's podium capable. I think that team could win the division. Genuinely. I think that team could win the division. I'm good. Yeah, I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing good. I'm just kind of looking around and seeing what we're looking at the moment. That 240 Super Rare team, it genuinely beyond podium potential. All home games as well. Yeah, I don't know. That excites me a lot. That excites me an awful lot. I do have some lineups. I'm not going to save that. I'm just going to leave that for now because we will do our lineups sort of. In fact, I'll be at Sean's house, PSU fans' house. So I'll do my lineups on Thursday at Sean's house. I might just like make him help me. Be like, Sean, build it. If they all play, they can't get less than 280. That's for sure. You would hope. This is where Smal gives away a penalty. Proper scores an own goal. Unastol goes off injured after conceding 3 goals. Like Desart is still ill and doesn't play because he's like vomiting pre-match. Like, yeah, that's where like that would happen for me for sure. I do have some midweek lineups though that I wanted to sort of show you guys. This isn't finished yet because I'm waiting for the forward. I've got a bid on him. And you'll notice, by the way, that I'm starting to play limited, kind of. I'm playing limited for Cap T20 at the moment, but I'm also playing Cap T40 limited as well. The plan basically is I'm gonna be buying new cards for Cap T20 every week to try and sort of just score as best as I can. But I'm just gonna keep them and play them in other limited divisions later on. So I'll eventually hopefully have a Cap 220, Cap 240, Cap 270 limited lineup every week as well, just for a bit of fun. I don't expect to win rewards really, but I think it'd just be a bit of fun. If we look at this week, so to sort of look at it, we have we hit threshold this week in Cap 240 limited thanks to Oscar Plano and a clean sheet from Huang and Jay. Unfortunately, Ginter went off injured as well. So Ihan came off the bench and in 16 minutes got 11 AA, which I was very happy with. Ginter sadly went off injured in the 24th minute and they won 1-0. So that probably would have been like a 55 to 60 point game for him. Then you have Alberto Reina, who got a BCC and a BCM, unfortunately. But it was fine because Oscar Plano, our captain, went ahead, got himself a goal and created a big chance in a 2-0 Elche win. So thankfully we got. In fact, we can have a look through all of our lineups if you want. I can kind of talk you guys through what happened this week. You want to play Cap G40 to win the Sorare Ramble tournament? Exactly. Facts. I mean, I'm the best. You guys, if you guys didn't see, I did win the Sorare Ramble award for being the youngest, sexiest, and best Sorare player. There was 10,000 deliberators to sort of decipher that. You know, big pool of people there, and they picked me. So I'm not surprised. You know, I'm honoured to receive the award. I'm not surprised. You know, very obvious that I'd win that. So yeah, we'll have a look at my sort of game week this week, and it's quite unfortunate. In fact, we'll unhide all my lineups as well. It's quite unfortunate this week because this is quite a bad week for me, in my opinion. Like, I'd consider this quite a bad week, but if we end up with a tier 2 or a tier 3 and super rare threshold, that's a really good week. Like, I'm happy with that, you know. But it's on paper a bad week. So our best lineup this week is my Asia Rare Plus lineup, where we have unfortunately the wrong captain choice. Now, in the lineup builder, I captained Sho Sasaki, but I changed it last minute. I just got accepted to Mogwarts. Congratulations, dude. What a top mogger you are. So I'm actually projected to finish just in the rewards for this one. But Sasaki with a fantastic game. Just the GOAT, by the way. Absolute GOAT. I'd love to try and get this guy super rare for next season. So we'll have to see. Maybe for next year we get his super rare. He's a fantastic card. Then we have Shiatani, who I think is going to turn out to be a really good pickup for me. I actually bought this guy's super rare a while ago on auction for £249, and I think next season, with him, Asako, and Sasaki, I think I can get a good amount of rewards next season with Shiatani. Then Wakizaka got himself a 71.7, which realistically, like, considering he didn't do a huge amount offensively, bar 2 attempted assists, like, it's an incredibly good AA game from him. Incredibly good AA game. Unfortunately, Ohashi just didn't really do much at home against Tokyo. They lost 1-0. It was a very disappointing game. I'm kind of hoping Ohashi gets a good move. He deserves it. He's far too good for Shohan Belmer. Anyway, so that's probably the only lineup that will get us a card reward this week if we do get one. Champion Europe Rare Plus was really close. 11.53 points away from getting a tier 3. We were just one goal or assist from either Gross or Griezmann away from getting ourselves a tier 2 or higher. And the annoying thing is, Gross came on. He started off the bench, came on in 33 minutes, got 16 AA, 3 shots on target. Honestly, I thought he'd scored one of them as well. It was really unfortunate. He had a really good game considering he came on, and he had an error-led shot as well. So it's like he had a really good game considering he came off the bench only for like 30 minutes against Chelsea. If he'd have started, I think we would have got a reward. And then Griezmann like had 2 really good chances. Both got blocked. I don't think either was sort of big chances missed. Both got blocked. Unfortunate. Oh, sorry. One went wide and one got blocked. Very unfortunate, but. Yeah, and then Daily Blaine with a 51.7. Quite frustrating because it's like, it sucks because it's a great score from Unai Simon and 100 points from Toni Kroos, but it wasn't meant to be. Then we have the Capture 20 Limited. I think 338 points is solid, although Gele Batele, I don't really know if that's how you say his name, but I like to call him Gele Batele, sadly got subbed off in the 45th minute on 52 points. I think this would have been like an 80 pointer from him easily. He was absolutely bossing it. Maybe got injured, I'm not entirely sure. Brewers, solid game from him. Haaland got an assist, could have got 2, got shafted at the end by the referee. And Kasper Dolberg with a 78. You can't really see it, but Kasper Dolberg with a 78. In fact, if I put my camera up here, that's probably the best positioning for this one. But yeah, the 0 L15 goalie that I bought for £1 played. 0 L15, he actually played. And he got a 48, which I think is a fantastic score. I don't see him ever playing again, but we'll 100% take that. 0 L15, big risk, paid off for sure. 338 points I'm happy with. Could have been a lot more, though. Could have been pushing like 370 if Batele got the chance to, maybe even more than that, if Batele got the chance to continue. Capture 40 Super Rare. The 20 boys get us a threshold in Capture 40 Super Rare. I'm buzzing about that. Really happy. 319 points. Had they kept the clean sheet, I'd have definitely got a card reward because we're talking an extra like 50 points. We would have been pushing a tier 3 with a clean sheet, which is really unfortunate, but we'll take it. Joseph Pansil with a fantastic game as well. 3 big chances created from him. Overall, a great game. I was gutted, though, because I didn't use Mackenzie in any lineups, and he went and dropped an 86.6. It's just like, oh, great. I don't know if Brian Hayden actually is injured. He just goes off sometimes. Munoz didn't really drop a great game, but it is against Ghent. And then if you remember, on the deadline day stream, I took out Sven Kums from one of my lineups for Igor Postionski. And Postionski dropped to 42, and Sven Kums dropped to 61. Mr. Consistent is what it is. Champion America Rare. Could have got a reward from this. We had a 2 big chances missed game from Everton. Could have been a 70 pointer quite easily. Maybe even a bit higher. It is what it is. I'm not too bothered, but Brandon Vazquez did get himself a goal and a pretty decent AA game from him, to be fair. And Cheche dropped his like very, very common sort of 60-ish pointer. I want to try and get his Super Rare as well, so I could partner him with Super Rare Taquinho Suarez next season. Captive 20 Rare, Xander Clark with a clean sheet. Go on, Xander Clark. Dolberg with a goal as a captain. I don't know if we're going to get much AA from my boy Kim Tai-hwan, but maybe. They did keep a clean sheet, so potential plus 10 points there. Maybe he got a decent AA game. We'll have to see. But it's you know, if we get like a 320, 330 points, I'll be very, very happy. Be very happy with that one. Anthony sadly dropping a bit of a stinker. Almost scored a goal as well, but Maguire was offside. So yeah, Captive 40 Limited. 1 Captive 40 Limited entry and 1 Captive 40 threshold. I'm the best. I am the best. We'll take that. Cheeky little £4 in the bag. I will spend that on McDonald's. Then we have Captive 70 Super Rare. I'm really starting to get pissed off because twice now I've wasted a clean sheet from Jose Caro back-to-back weeks. And it's starting to annoy me because I just know that we are just not... Like, I brought in Vinya, who dropped a 47 pointer against Roma, which is really solid in my opinion. I think this guy's actually a really good... Again, this is another one I bought for like Captive 40 Super Rare. I think this guy is actually a really good performer. And I think when Sassuolo have good games, like we're looking good. Sadly, fucking Berardi, after getting an assist, gets himself, I think, his 5th yellow card. I think he's suspended for the next game, Just really fucking annoying. I'm pretty sure he's suspended for the next game because he's got 5 yellow cards now in a row. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can't use him away to Cagliari. But yeah, I like that Vigna. I think he's decent. I liked him at Bournemouth, to be honest. Botafogo's end of the year is the worst thing I've ever seen. It was terrible, man. It was terrible. Desart injured in warm-up. Don't think we'd have got close to a reward here anyway. Magnus Mattsson with a meh game against Ajax, but it's against Ajax. I don't really blame him, to be fair. I mean, a 45 is not terrible for a game against Ajax. And then Tiquinho with a big chance missed. Man, Tiquinho Sorare, bro. I mean, he scored last week, but like... Bro, I mean, Botafogo in general just totally bottled the league. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've actually won some rewards from Tiquinho Sorare. Like, if Sorare Data wants to work. Hello? Hello, Sorare Data? Is Sorare working? Sorare's working. Sorare Data died. Brilliant. Well, I have won rewards from him anyway. Then we have All-Star Rare, which, I mean, if we'd have got a clean sheet from Stojanovic, we could have got a tier 5. You know, it's like... I'm also going to put some music on because I just like having a bit of music on. I think it's a bit bland not having music on. There we go. Just stick some like lo-fi songs on. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. I mean, Vertonghen conceded late would have been like an 80-something pointer from him. Douglas Luiz with a big chance missed as well, which is really frustrating. Hector had a great game in a BCC. Could have easily been like a 90-plus pointer for him. And Berardi got himself an assist. So, like, yeah, it is what it is. I don't really mind. Champion Asia Rare, really frustrating because Marcinho didn't play and Hashi dropped a stinker. Who are you cheering for out of Galatasaray and Copenhagen? Galatasaray, because I have a Galatasaray stack. So if they progress in Europe, that's good for me and Sorare. Yeah, Champion Asia Rare, amazing game from the Kawasaki Frontale boys. I think what I should probably end up doing with these guys is maybe picking up a couple more pieces for my collection. I'm going to do some research into who's going to be playing next season. I think we probably pick up a Taki Bernardo. I think he's definitely one that we look to pick up. I don't know why he's ridiculously high floor now, though. But we potentially pick one of him up. We potentially pick up Ianaga. We potentially pick up whoever's going to play next season for my sort of... collection. But yeah, really frustrating. Marcinho was rumored like he was like 70-30 to play. I didn't know he was a risk, to be honest, and feels bad. And then Kenny Wow with a half decent game, to be fair, 60 odd points, so you can't go wrong. Challenger Rare, I mean, if Olsen drops 100 points, we might still get a tier 5. So, you know, it's all to play for. This one's a very frustrating lineup though, because you know, clean sheet from Muslera is great. Sasha Bowie threw away about 10 points in the last 5 minutes of the game, which sucked. Kadomak to Koglu with just a dog shit game again. Karem is just dog shit this year, to be honest. Karem this year has just been utterly dog shit for the most part. I've got the midfielder card as well. It sucks. We need to try it. He needs to find some form, man. He needs to find some form. It's getting to a point now where he's becoming a card that I don't want to put into a top lineup at all. It sucks. Capty 40 Rare got real close. Yeah, whatever. Kind of sucks, you know. But it is what it is. Like, what can you do? United got thumped, so I don't think there's any way of me getting any more points. The only other player that scored half decent was Luke Shaw, and that's literally about it. So, you know, what can you do? Capture 70 Rare is where I had Luke Shaw. Again, we can't get a reward in this either. Capture 20 Super Rare. Sadly, we got a 0 pointer. But Providence plays tonight, potentially, if he starts. Pretty dog shit game for everyone else, though, to be fair. I think Borja Bastion got a BCM as well. And then All-Star Rare Plus. Hey, if Tadic can drop like 390 points, we might get a reward. It's possible. It's possible. Tadic just needs to score about 30 goals, and then we might get it. It is what it is. Bit of a dog shit game week, but they happen, you know? They happen. It's fine. If we come away with a reward and threshold, really can't complain. You really cannot complain. You know what I mean? That is obviously the best you can hope for there. I was going to look at my sort of rewards that I've won with this Tiquinho Suarez card. So we actually won Philip Con, Mike Mignon, Zach McMath, Kaki Navas, Ezekiel Barco and Jackson Reagan. So, like, realistically, this card has returned me a little bit. I don't know. Is it this one? This is the number of what he's contributed to it. So about £400. I mean, you can't really complain there. Plus £129 from the ETH as well. So realistically, we've done pretty well with that. We've done pretty well with this card. I think it's been a successful pickup. Have I picked up any plays for the Euros yet? I'm looking to grab a keeper early doors. Most of them downside. Yes. Well, I did that a little while ago. So I've got Unai Simon and Laporte at the moment. So I've got that was why I picked up Unai Simon and Laporte in the first place, really, thinking ahead. So we've got Laporte super rare. Where is Simon? Unai Simon's rare. I know there'll be people that say, oh, David Raya might be the Spain goalie. He won't be. Like, he played one game. Do you know what I mean? Unai Simon, literally, like, he literally plays every game for Spain. And he has done ever since De Gea is no longer their keeper. So, bar obviously this game against Scotland. I don't know if it was like I don't know why he missed it, but, you know, Kepa played one game. But I think Unai Simon will be their goalkeeper next year. And then we have Aymeric Laporte, who is comfortably Spain's best centre-back when fit. And he's a great scorer for Spain as well. So, I don't know if my camera's better off here or somewhere else. I'm trying to figure that out real quick. Probably better off, like... Oh my god, what's going on? Hello? There we go. Probably do that a little bit there. So yeah. So all in all, yeah, I have a couple of pieces. I also have obviously a couple of German players as well. I've got Kimmich. I've got somebody else as well. I've got a few players that will play in the Euros for sure. Antoine Griezmann will play in the Euros. Pascal Gross is likely going to have a spot somewhere in that German team. You might be able to play him here or there. In fact, we could go through and have a look realistically. Vertonghen, I think, still plays for Belgium, if I'm not mistaken. So we have a Vertonghen. Yeah, 45. So Vertonghen still plays for Belgium. Daley Blind plays the odd game for the Netherlands, to be fair. What else we have? Scott McTominay, I think they're qualified. So Scott McTominay. What else do we have? We have... I don't think Denmark qualified, did they? Did Denmark qualify, guys? If Denmark qualified, then obviously I've got my Danish boys as well. Yeah, like I said, we've got Pascal Gross. We've got Tony Kroos retired, didn't he? Lazari might get a game for Italy every now and then. Berardi, obviously Berardi plays for Italy. Stengs every now and then plays the odd game. Dallo, Bruno Fernandes, Harry Maguire. Denmark's not qualified yet. Okay. Any Turkey A players, if they qualify as well, is also going to be a decent, like a few decent players there. Szymanski if Poland qualify. And yeah, and if Denmark qualify, we have some pieces there too. So overall, I've got, and Manuel Neuer if he returns to being Germany's number one. Overall, yeah, we actually have quite a lot of pieces for the Euros. To be fair, quite a lot of Denmark are in England's group. They are. You're right. They have qualified. Bosh. There you go. You are spot on. So Bosh, we have the Danish pieces there as well. So yeah, overall we have quite a few pieces for the Euros. Yeah, moving into the upcoming midweek then. We'll have a look at our potential lines for the upcoming midweek. So, All-Star Rare Plus, I think we're looking at, unless there's more games to be played, I think this is probably my strongest lineup for All-Star Rare Plus. In terms of our rares, we have Onana, we have the Man United stack, obviously. Then we've got a couple of Premier League players, and we have players like Davidson as well for Wuhan Three Towns. We have Joe Newell against Celtic. We've got Hwang In-jae if he plays, but he probably won't. We have Kenny Wow as well. But I think this is probably my best possible lineup for this upcoming midweek. I don't know if Laporte is going to play or not. I assume he will because he played against Persepolis. Persepolis. So I assume Laporte will play in the AFC game. We have Bruno against Chelsea, who definitely could do something. We have Calvin Stengs against Volendam as well, who I think is a triple A but showing as a double A. We have Pascal Gross at home to Brentford, who should be able to cook. So overall, I have some decent pieces for this upcoming midweek. Definitely potential to get a reward in this midweek. Whether we will or not, we'll find out, but there's definite potential. Do I think the Olympic Games will be covered? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know, to be fair. I don't know if they're going to care about Olympic football or not. I'd hope they do care, but I don't know. Al Nassr plays 1 hour after lock, so you should know the lineup. It'll be tight, won't it? But yeah, we should know. We should know, yeah. Well, I think if Laporte gets picked up like as one of the 3 foreign players, I think we're fine. Let's have a look. Couple of Newell's players that might play. Oh, nice. Hello, Nixon. How are you doing, brother? What's up? There you go. There you go. Talisca, Aymeric Laporte, Otavio, and Sadio Mane, and Seka Fofana are all players that are leaving to Tajikistan. Seka Fofana should be released this summer because of his performance. Whatever, I don't know. Well, there you go. So Laporte should likely play. Laporte should likely play then. If he's with the squad, I'd be shocked if he didn't start. So yeah, I mean, I think overall that's a pretty good All-Star Rare Plus lineup, if you ask me. I think that my actual worry out of all the players in this lineup is Bruno. Because Bruno hasn't really, like, he's had a couple of good games this season so far in the Premier League, but in the his best games have kind of come for either in the Champions League or for Portugal, realistically. He's not dropped a 90 plus so far this season for the Premier League, but he's definitely potential, definite potential. So we'll sort of see. I mean, we've got a couple of nice fixtures coming up. I mean, we've got Bournemouth at home, we've got Forest, we've got well, we're kind of going far down the line then, I guess. We got some hard ones. Liverpool and West Ham won't be easy. Aston Villa won't be easy. Bayern at home won't be easy. So we'll sort of see what happens there. But I think that's a strong lineup, to be honest. I think it's a decent lineup. I mean, can you guys see this getting rewards? What's the prize pool looking like? I haven't actually put it into Sorare yet either, so I should probably do that soon. If we go into Pro and we go to delete all these real quick. What is the price pool for All-Star Rare Plus? Looking like there's 47 cards available. My only worry is that there are a couple of smasher matchups this week. So my worry is Feyenoord keep a clean sheet, PSV keep a clean sheet. Probably Liverpool and Arsenal keep clean sheets as well. Do I think Ten Hag is sacked? I have no idea. Yeah, my worry here is that like quite a few of these teams are going to keep clean sheets. So like, I don't know, man. I worry a little bit for this. I think there'll be some stacks that smash this week. I really do. Specifically Liverpool stacks. I think Liverpool stacks will smash this week. Celtic too. Liverpool might suffer the new manager bounce. Potentially, we can only hope. We can only hope. I mean, Liverpool don't look great defensively at all, and Kelleher looks like a liability too. So we can only hope. But yeah, we're gonna lock that lineup in. I think we're gonna lock that lineup in. The rest of them are up for debate, but that's gonna get locked in for sure. So yeah, and I think we'll captain Stengs there, to be honest. 3 points easy. I don't doubt you'll win. Like, no doubt. I just think like I'm kind of just thinking about if you concede or not. You know what I mean? Because that's the big thing. Liverpool could concede, which would ruin their stacks. Forward should have a field day. I agree. So in terms of the rest of my lineups, I had for Cap 240 rare, I had basically a Man United stack with Everton. I had Onana, Luke Shaw, Hoyland, Garnacho, and Everton. I don't fucking know if we're gonna do anything or not, to be honest. I think Shaw should have a good game. I think Shaw and Onana should actually get relatively decent scores. I think it's unlikely Chelsea score 3 against us. It's not impossible, but it's unlikely Chelsea score 3 against us. We'll have to see. Girona shirt on? They're basically Man City? No. Girona. I know they're the same group, but Girona, I love Girona. Yeah, so we'll have to see. I mean, I can see us scoring. I can see that. I can see this team getting threshold, but I don't think it gets much more than that. Cap 270 rare. I've ran with Raphael, Clinton Mata, Douglas Luiz, Davidson, and Wan-Bissaka. Now, this Douglas Luiz card, I was originally going to sell it, and it's actually, since winning it, like, I got offers of like 270 to 290, and the floor is already down at 240. It's kind of nuts to me how quickly these cards like drop in value. It's nuts to me how quickly these cards drop. I think it's a decent card though. I might just hold on to him, to be fair. I don't really need the money for any specific purchases right now, so I think I'll just keep him and try and play matchups with him later on. I think it's nice to have these sort of champion Europe cards. Him and like Cruz are good cards to have, man. You think Garnacho assist, Hoyland goal? Yeah, definitely, it's possible. Then I've got a couple of throwaways. I mean, Cap 220 rare is just a 4-man whatever. Like, I don't think it does anything. I just don't have anywhere to put a wow and Newell. I mean, I could, to be fair, this is what we could do actually. Let me bin off Cap 220 rare. No. Let me go All-Star rare. And I'll actually put out my best players in All-Star rare. Because if Hwang and Jay starts and they keep a clean sheet, for example, right? This team 100%. I want to put these players all into one lineup here, because let's say Joe Newell gets an assist, for example, against Celtic, right? From a set piece. Let's say like Iwao has a great game. Like, you know, I want to make sure they're actually in a lineup that has a little bit of potential rather than nothing, you know. I'm not even going to put a 220. Do I just fucking throw one out there? Yeah, I just throw one out there just for the sake of having it. So at least then, like, you know, whatever. Like, if we get insanely lucky for like Harry Maguire gets a clearance off the line, or even better, Maguire pings a ball over to Anthony, who's like on a counter attack. Anthony scores, right? Kenny Wow has a great game. Hwang and Jay starts, keeps a clean sheet, and Neil gets an assist. Like, then all of a sudden, like, you're looking at getting an extra reward in All-Star Rare. So I might as well. Oh, I need to quickly grab this package. One sec. Just double checking it is what it is. For those of you that were in the stream the other day, on the main channel, I'm doing a brand deal with a big company I'm really excited about. So, and this package is just what they've sent me through, which is really cool. Your boy's working with Gillette next month. I'm really excited about that, actually. So yeah, that should be really cool. Gillette are doing a partnership with Razer, like the company, which I think is actually a fun little partnership. That. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Then we have Cap 220 Limited. I'm starting Nketiah in this lineup because I think genuinely Nketiah absolutely could come on and like do something really cool, like get a goal or an assist. Kondogbia, by the way, is like an AA machine, dude. Look at him. Look at this guy. I think it's crazy as well that his unique is up on auction right now. It's not up on auction. It's like his unique is like on sale right now for like 1.5 ETH. You could probably pay like genuinely like probably like 0.7 and get it. If I played Champ Europe Super Rare, I'd buy it. This guy's a fucking AA machine, dude. It's crazy. And Ekdal's a little cap mode cheat code, I think, at the moment. He's a little L15-0 card. If I cared to make profit, I'd probably sell it, but like I'd just gonna use it. He should play against Wolves as well. So a little L15-0 cheat code. I went with Raya in goal against Luton. So they're my lineups. I'm midweeks are midweeks. Like I never actually go into a midweek thinking I'm going to win a reward. I'll be honest with you, never. Like I go into it's like it's got potential, but I never actually go into one. How much is Tony Cruz going for these days? Fair enough. Ekdal should be starting. Yeah. Well, that's what I've been told anyway. We'll see. I've literally no one for the midweek. That's rough. See what Play Sharp is saying as well. The Man United lineup, no, they've not. I wouldn't want to guess United's lineup either, to be fair. Do they think Ekdal starts? Yeah, they think Ekdal starts. Channy should clean up this week, realistically. If anyone's got players for the midweek, they want me to build their lineup for them, I'm down. Theoretically, Channy should absolutely clean up this week. If I was in Channy's shoes, I'd run this. Maybe not. Maybe not. He didn't have the thingies. Unless Saruki's rumored to play. He's not. Maybe you gotta run that in All-Star Super Rare. I really should, but Hartman had a knock on his head and got subbed off. But he should be back. Yeah, hopefully he is. Because like so long as he's back, like you should absolutely clean up. To be honest, I don't like, even if he's not back, right? I think João Palhinha would cook against Forest. It's one of those matchups where I think he'd cook because I think will get easy duels against the Forest midfield. You're putting it to Gas Super, right? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Who do you captain here? Gertrude is an AA monster. Timber's just been a monster in general. Santiago Jimenez can score goals, but I don't know, like, his AA's never really been fantastic, has it? 2 AA, 0.9 AA. But like all he needs is a hat trick, which he can so easily get against Volendam at home. They're gonna be pissed off as well. What I love about this for you, Channy, is that after that loss to PSV, they're gonna be fucking pissed. So they'll probably come out and absolutely batter Volendam. Like, I would feel bad for Volendam after this week. They're going to get absolutely shit on. Oh, you don't have a Kelleher? Fuck. You might have to buy a Kelleher, even just for this week. I don't know, actually. Do you want to buy just a Kelleher just for 1 week? Probably. Let me see what you got. Oh, mate. Fuck. Who do you even play? Shit the bed. This is tough, man, because Hanko should score well. Oh, fuck. This is going to be a tough one for you to get. Like, not, I mean, you're going to get it right, probably. But this is a tough one, man. Do you play Matt O'Reilly in this one, or do you play Hanko? Or Rodri's suspended, isn't he? Veerman got injured yesterday. Oh, no. Wait, actually, no, that works out. That works out. Then you don't have to make a choice. Oh, Chaddy, you got to go buy Kelleher. Guys, we've got to peer pressure him to getting Kelleher, haven't we? We actually do. We actually have to make him get Kelleher, surely. Gotta get a keeper. That's insane. That All-Star Rare is like... That All-Star Rare with Kelleher can win the fucking division. Villa players are probably decent for the midweek. We have no Rodri, so it's over. After yesterday, I would not be getting him. I know he was shit yesterday, but like... Maybe you don't get Kelleher, I don't know. He could get the Austrian that you've got. Stojanovic. I mean, Stojanovic is decent, but you'd be buying him for 1 game week. And then you've got like a 3-month break, right? Oh no, they play Sturmgras, and then it's a 3-month break. He's only 200 quid though. But like, I don't know. He gets good scores. I bought him because he gets good scores and he's quite cheap. And I wanted someone for like the stretch of games I had plus the next stretch. But yeah, that's such a sick fucking lineup. Maybe you ball out, you get a Billo rare as well, and you just vertical stack. I don't know. How's Nep cooking this week? See what Nep's up to. Nep is actually, I didn't even look how Chani was doing this week. Is Chani's actually cooking this week? I just remembered. Yeah, under 23, bro. He's got a high tier 2 in under 23. I mean, how many fucking DAs do you want from a keeper, bro? Get a grip, man. You can't have all of them. Like, save some of them for the rest of us, man. What the fuck? Build mine if you fancy it. My mind's gone blank. I got you, mate. I'll do it after this. This is rough. I mean, yeah, to be fair, the rest of it, like, yeah. That's pain. I mean, no one expected Kayserispor to fucking beat Trabzonspor 1-0, did they? And Icardi was dog shit as well. Kubo had a decent AA game as well, just could not find the net against Osasuna, which is fair enough. And then, oh, damn, Joey Veerman got a bit of a score downgrade, didn't he? He was on like 77 points yesterday. Shit. That's tough. That's tough. I still expect the Feder boys to smash today. Yes. Yeah, they should do really well. Do you have a lineup with them in? I'm going to check. That's tough. Neuer, that gets a reward if Neuer plays 100%. Alex Garcia's a card I'm so jealous of this super rare. I remember you getting him as well. You got him for like 1.5k. What? That sold for 1.5k, bro. I really should get this super rare, man. The fact you can get a super rare Alex Garcia for like the same price as like a rare Kimmich is crazy. Captain Footy rare. That's tough. Oh, here you go. Full Fenerbahce stack. Shit. This could cook, man. This could actually cook. You had that 1 of 10, 1 of 100 rare Kadioglu as well. Ah, bro, Yuksek sucks, dude. Or does he? I think he does, but maybe I can get big scores, actually, to be fair. For Turkey, apparently. Every now and then gets big scores for Fenerbahce as well. Every now and then. I can't wait till Fred's back. Fred missed picture day, though, didn't he? Yorkiolo got like a 12-point downgrade. What, just then? Maybe I got a point downgrade as well. Yeah, he got a big downgrade. Proper got a bit of an upscore, actually. A little bit of an upscore. Smal got a bit of an upscore, I think. I think he was on 51. Sadalek should have got a BCC. I have no idea how he didn't get a BCC. No idea how he didn't get a BCC. Right, what's Nep cooking? It sucks seeing some of these massive scores up here and knowing that like he's only won a tier 4 and a tier 3. Super rare threshold, class. Love to see that. That's tough. That's tough. That's also tough. Jonas Hoffman with a Jonas stinker. If Hoffman gets the assist, Nep is highly cooking. Prices are dropping mad at the minute. Prices just have been dropping. I think that the problem is that people see prices dropping and they see one of two things, right? When I buy a card, for example, I mean Kimmich is like the thing is Kimmich deserves to be underneath. This card deserves to be underneath right now. If he gets back to these scores, then he should go up. But like at the moment, like it's hard to really rely on Kimmich for a big score right now. 37, 11. Mbappe is now more than he was 6 months ago. Yes, because they're not getting minted anymore, though. So, like, what's happening now, you typically don't often sell an Mbappe card. So, Mbappe's going up because he's starting to smash again. But also, it's like, yeah, it just shows the supply is the issue for the price drop. Oh, 1,000,000,000%. The only issue is that they can never stop the supply because that's how they make their money. So it's like, that is the ultimate problem with Sorare is how the fuck do they make money without just minting cards? And the answer, like, the brutal honesty, like, and this is the worry for me with Sorare is the answer is not just get more people in, because you can't get enough people into this platform to make prices go up again. They have to basically make prices stay relatively sustainable and not just continuously drop and drop and drop and drop and drop. Because if that's the case, in 2 years, this game might be done. That's the worry. But that's why I think, like, the fitness thing was mainly going to be a start for them to bring in secondary income. I think that's, like, what was always the plan for them, was to try and bring in new revenue sources, new revenue streams, and they really need to do that. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they need to do that. Because the level that they're minting cards, I mean, the amount of cards that they give as rewards every week is nuts. So, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, Mbappe's gone up in price. So, what did Mbappe drop to? I mean, you could go for 3.3k at one point. And the thing is, though, is because people don't want to sell an Mbappe, really. I mean, whoever wants to sell an Mbappe? No one, really. So, you have to pay over. But this is tough for Nep. Hakim with a big score. Declan Rice with a half-decent score as well. A 63 is nice. That's tough, though. That's tough. He got a big chance missed as well for Dembele. But Dembele had just not got the BCM, sorry. He probably gets a reward. Hoffman had got the assist. He gets a reward. If he'd have played, like, Erdegaard in here, he'd have got a monster reward. If he'd have played in Captain Erdegaard in this lineup, like, net podium. I'm surprised he didn't, to be honest. Like, against Wolves at home's a monster matchup. I'm very surprised. I don't really understand sometimes Nep's, like, lineup building sort of thought process. I don't know if Nep gets in his own head or something. I don't know, but, like, I don't know why he would have played Jonas Hoffman in this lineup. I just don't think it makes sense. Against Dortmund at home, I don't really think it makes sense. Like, for me, I think it makes a lot more sense playing Erdegaard in there. Obviously, that's hindsight, though, right? Hoffman won it, Zek, bro. He just sucks now, doesn't he? Godiarden winning the pen, you'd love to see it. That's a monster score for Tap to Super, isn't it? Yves Bissouma, the 0.6 score. See, this is it. You played your super, like you play your super rare in your best lineup, but then you don't play your rare in your second best lineup. I don't know. That's brutal. That is brutal for him, though, to be fair. That's brutal. This is the thing, right? I think if you can play Champion at Europe, that should be your second highest priority, because it pays out ETH down to, like, 20th. I think it would have been a great concept over time. Yeah. Some prices are just so low when the threshold is $50. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I don't know what they can do. I don't know what Sorare can do. Like, I think adding subs and stuff will help a little bit with the minting for sure. Because I think it's not so much the a lot of people think the auctions are the problem, and it's not so much the auctions that are the big problem. It's the rewards as well. Cards get rewarded so much. I mean, this Douglas Luiz card, for example, right? I mean, yeah, it gets auctioned quite a lot, right? In a month, it's been auctioned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I also wonder how many times it's been rewarded. Removing card prizes. It creates so much negative market pressure. What would you rather it was just money? I mean, I think that would definitely like. I think if it was just money rewards, you'd probably bring over a lot of people that play like DFS and fantasy sport games. I think if you had a market, if the marketplace was just auctions in the secondary market for people that buy off auctions, and then all the prizes were just money. But at the same time, then like my thing with that would then be like the regionals and stuff would kind of be like, oh, can I give away that much money? Winning cards are so cool. It is. But it's also, I think winning cards is also necessary as well. It's one of those. It's tough. It's tough. I think like a big problem is that they can't. I don't think realistically they can ever give away enough money to cover the like even like half of the card rewards they give out. Do you know what I mean? Because if for example, let's say Challenger Europe Rare, right, was first place gets $500, second place gets 300, third place gets like 200 or whatever. Or what's the actual podium at the moment? Let's have a look at prize pools real quick. Let's look at 429 for prize pools real quick, right? Challenger Europe Rare. First place gets 445, second place gets 310, third place gets 215, right? Let's say 4th to 10 get like 100, and then like 11 to 40 get like 50, and then 41 to 150 got like 25, then like 10, then like 5. I wouldn't bother playing. Winning cards is a lot more exciting than winning money. Depends. What do you think about the discounts on auctions, less direct sales being given as rewards instead of money? No. I don't think Sorare realistically needs to do that much, because the truth is when we win a threshold, how often do you guys withdraw it? Not often, right? I think a lot, they'll have the analytical data for this, but I think a lot of people, when they win money on Sorare, they usually put the money straight back in again. To which I then think, and I would then say, if that is the case, why not reward money in places you know you can afford to, because people are going to put it back into the game? Then you're technically not rewarding money, because people are just going to go and spend it on your game again. You know what I mean? Is what I'm saying making sense? Like, I don't know if I'm making it sense. Could be a way of giving less card rewards. I'll be honest with you, like, people would not play this game to win a discount on an auction. That's the God's honest truth. No one would, like, I think less than 5 people in the entire world. No, it's a joke, obviously. But like, people wouldn't play this game for a discount on an auction. If the auction's the only place you can get new cards, you'd hope it stimulate the auctions more, and so make more. True. If I got a threshold, I'm looking to the market instantly. Yeah. I wouldn't. That's true. The harsh reality is that we as players can often sit here and have all these thoughts about how Sorare could like fix these issues, but the truth is, if any of our ideas actually made any sense, they'd do it. But none of our ideas typically make much sense. You know, I mean, it's impossible for Sorare to remove card rewards and just add money. That's impossible, because they don't make enough money through card sales to then all of a sudden offer that much a week. They make from card sales, I don't know how much they make, but they theoretically could not afford to just put that all back into prizes. It's just impossible. I mean, like, you know, I don't know how much they rewarded ETH every week, but like, imagine they just had to reward like 10 times that because there's no card prize. I don't know what they can do. I don't know what they can do. I think they'll do it though. The truth is, with a a game this size, like with a game this size, I don't know what this company's worth now, but it's in the billions. It's the consequences for letting something like this die are so vast. I don't think that they will. I do think Sorare will be around in 10 years. Whether we're all playing it or not in 10 years, I don't know. But I think it'll be around and be successful in 10 years. We'll just have to see how it goes. But all of that being said, right, and all of that to one side, because I was going somewhere with this stupid tangent, right? My outlook on Sorare has changed completely. My gallery is worth, and I'm not recommending that you guys think the same way as me, but this is the way I see it now. My gallery is worth 28 ETH. I now consider that money gone. Now, that being said, if I needed, like, if I went into financial hardship and I needed the money, I'd, of course, the first thing I'd do is sell all my Sorare cards and withdraw that. That'd be the first place I look for money. If I was struggling and I needed money, the first place I'd go is Sorare. I wouldn't sell physical belongings. I wouldn't, you know what I mean? I wouldn't try and borrow money. The first thing I'd do is sell all my Sorare shit and get out if I needed money, right? But for the time being, right, I consider that money null and void. Now, and then from this point, it's whatever I win now is I am no longer going to put money back into Sorare, which I guess you can sit there and say, well, that contributes to the problem of card prices going down, but I'm now done putting money into Sorare, and I'm going to now just attempt to sort of free roll, and maybe I'll withdraw money every now and then. Like, I had a banging game week in 427, right? This game week, if I'd have sold everything, I'd have made about 600 quid. Maybe I'll start selling all my rewards and just withdraw. Like, I'll just withdraw 600 quid. I could probably make $1,000 a month if I just sold all my rewards and withdrew, which is fucking solid income, you know. Like, so like, as a side income, that's solid. But yeah, the hope and the plan is to try and just free roll the gallery, and then we'll sort of see what happens from there, I guess. And what may happen is that by this time next year, my gallery valuation might be half. But that's just how it is. You know? You can't keep putting money in to try and sustain your gallery valuation, because you are just throwing money into fire at that point. You know what I mean? Like, you have to try and either become better at Sorare or, like, trade to try and make money. That's fair enough, Jonathan. Well, that's the thing. Like, that's literally the same thing for me. Like, I'd spend money onto Sorare willy-nilly from, like, my credit card or whatever. I'd be like, oh yeah, I'd usually spend this money on this, but, like, actually, like, if you didn't spend that money at all and you saved it, in 2 months' time, you might have like $1,000 or something, you know. Sometimes it costs something to have fun. That's true. That's exactly true. I mean, I have a lot of fun on Sorare. And hey, if I stop winning rewards from free rolling my gallery and it means, oh, I have to go and buy a card, maybe I'll change my outlook and go and buy a card. But at the moment, that's where I'm at. But, like, that's not going to be like forever. I just think now I've got 100 rare cards, 43 supers. I've got some limiteds now and stuff like that as well. I think I've got a gallery big enough now to try and free roll. And I want to see how it goes. I've got some good cards, man. And that's why cap 240 has become a bit of a bigger priority for me now, because I think it's like, it's now going to be one of the best ways I can go and generate more ETH, because I'll pretty much put all the ETH I make into the game again. Sorry, I'm just reading what MPen has to say. I mean, MPen's spot on with this as well, by the way. Like, Pavel is just shilling these fucking random crypto things in the hopes he can make money. Like he basically came out and said, I only have 12k followers. Like, that's really low, right? um, that like all of this shit with Pavel is he is just shilling these other crypto fucking projects to try and make money off of you. He's hoping that you get in and you go and buy shit and he'll make money off of it. He just wants the coin to go up and sell it. That's all he's doing with all these random fucking scam promos and shit. Like that's all he's doing. So I'm kind of glad MPen called him out on it. That's a fair response from MPen. I forgot what I was saying before that as well. So yeah, mate. Suarez, by the way, if Suarez goes to Inter Miami, fucking hell, he'll cook. He will cook. But I'm not gonna degen and go and buy one because I have cards already that I know I can win rewards with. You know, that's one thing I've learned and one thing I need to stop doing now, and I'm gonna make sure I try and stop now. Is like seeing I almost did it like genuinely did it yesterday when I was watching Flamengo play, right, and Luis Arujo started cooking in this game. Luis Arujo had a really good game, right, and I looked at it, right, and I saw his super rare. The last time his super rare sold was for about 400 quid, and I saw that Pavel Trader had one, and I was like, do I go and just offer him a load of shit for this super rare? Then I realized, bro, he fucking stinks. He was shit at Atlanta, which is MLS is way easier than the Brazilian league, and he sucked at Atlanta. Right, very rarely did he have good games at Atlanta. I was like, this is just stupid, so I didn't do it. But often, like the amount of times my fucking strategy almost changes overnight because of this shit, because of like little random ideas like that. It does my head in. What is this guy doing, bro? Sorry, Sorare Prem wanted me to build his lineups, didn't he? Let me build Sorare Prem's lineups real quick. I've got to go in about just under an hour because I've got a haircut, and then I've got and then I've got the Sorare Ramble recording as well. That's a cool super rare. What's your gallery worth these days? See, your gallery is worth like 25 ETH. Your gallery is literally worth less than mine, and yet I look at it and I just see all these insane super rares. Like, it just blows my mind that your gallery. I mean, it might be one of those cases where your gallery is actually worth more than mine, but these supers are like undervalued at the minute. So, but I see like uniques and supers and shit, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? Fucking crazy. How'd you do this week as well? There we go. Tier 3 super and all-star super. Hey, you'd love to see it. Take a little cheeky tier 3 super rare. Alright. What are we cooking? I'm guessing can't do Prem this week, can we? Because of there not being it in the midweek. So you've got... I mean, David Rice super is a sick card to have as well, isn't it? Flamengo also signing Dela Cruz, and he gets on the bench probably. Shit, I didn't know Dela Cruz was going there. He's another one I literally looked at today as well. Alright, let's have a look. David Raya, Tyreek Mitchell. I don't know what you prioritize, by the way. I'm just kind of looking at like what I would do. People expect him to play. Honestly, something like that's not a bad little lineup, is it? I actually think that Diaby will get a goal against Man City. I think Man City will concede against Villa. Up to Villa. And then we got Gas Super Air as well, I guess. I mean, oh, you could do Capture 4 Unique, maybe. Hang about. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Hold up. Wait a minute. Big Matthew Cash. Oh, shit. Could be a little... Oh, is he injured? Groin surgery. That's tough. That is brutal. Okay, we can't do Capture 4 Unique unless he did like a 3-man lineup, which is pretty much impossible. So So like gas super rare. I almost think, I mean, gas super rare obviously is really good. I almost think like this is a good opportunity for rewards this week. I almost think Cap 270. I feel like people never really enter Cap 270. You know, I feel like for actually winning rewards is a good opportunity. Kind of sucks that it's Sam Johnston versus like your Bournemouth players. Maybe run a little Fulham thing. Yeah, that is tough. I get that. This is like the only lineup I think actually makes a lot of sense, really. Really? I don't know. That is tough. That is tough. It is also tough to build other people's lineups sometimes because you like, you know, their gallery obviously makes sense to them. Hello, Harry. How are you doing, buddy? How are you, man? By the way, this guy Harry, chat, I'll tell you right now, like, could genuinely hold it down in the MLS. Like, I've been lucky enough to share the pitch with this guy, and it's like playing with a professional baller. It's crazy. Like, honestly, get him to the MLS and let him cook. I would say get rid of like Daniel Gazdag for Philly and just put fucking Harry Trades at 10. Carranza and Ura making hundreds every week. I'd buy a super rare. I'd buy a super rare straight away. No chance? Nah, mate. We've seen it. We've seen it. How you doing, mate? Are you good? I feel like I haven't spoken to you in ages, man. It's been a fucking long-ass time. Let me see what they're cooking. Let me see what Hacks is cooking. What does he think? You think Lindelof comes in and then we go and bang Shaw at left back? Are you crazy? All right, this guy does not. I don't think this guy gets it. They need to remove this guy from fucking Play Sharper, man. This guy is a terrible fucking United guy. He thinks Rashford starts. I really don't think he will. I can't believe Sean has lured you to his dungeon. I'm scared, man. I'm scared. I'm going over to the States, man. I've got my vest. Hang on. I'm prepared. I am prepared, look. Just in case, just in case, you know, a fucking, you never know with America. You never know. Just in case, man. Bulletproof, you know it, mate. Just in case. No, it's not really. It's just a gilet. I just thought it was funny. Oh, Modern Fury, fuck off. How you doing, buddy? No, it's just a gilet. But I thought it'd be funny. I have packed about 6 MLS tops as well, including an LAFC shirt. And obviously we're going to Columbus to watch the game. And I'm going to walk around with an LAFC shirt fucking screaming, LA! We love California! And just seeing how many people get angry. So they get angry like, yo, bruv, mate, shut your fucking dusty mouth up, man. I do love the States. I think this guy's completely off with his fucking Play Sharper prediction, by the way. I think this guy's dangerously bad at Play Sharper. What did he predict for last week? Let me see what Hacks predicted for last week. So he went Luke Shaw left back 75%. I mean, Luke Shaw did start. He went Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, and Wan-Bissaka. Got the midfield right. Hoyland 70%. You think Wan-Bissaka has to play against Mudryk? If I'm being honest with you, I think Reguilon starts as well. Oh, we got the Sorare Ramble rundown, boys. Let's see what David's cooking. All right, here we go. Okay. All right. We gotta find our pick player for this week, chat. You guys can help me for the Sorare Ramble this week. I've got to find a player for game week 431. Someone with ideally with a low pick score for 431 for the weekend pick game chat. Rico, how are you, mate? I'm trying to think. I don't know who I'm going to go with. Since the game against Barcelona, when Lamine Yamal made Reguilon look like a 9-year-old, I can't see him playing well, but I know he's been doing good for Man United. He has been doing good. I want ideally someone from my gallery already as well, potentially. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go with my new guy. Aren't I? Yeah, I'm going to go with my new guy. I'm going to go with Oscar Plano. I'm going to go with this guy. I think it's a reasonable pick. 43 L15. Yeah, we're going with him. We're going to go with him. I think Wan-Bissaka will play. I think, to be honest, our lineup, if I go for a lineup builder, this is what I think Man United will put up. I almost wish I was the United play sharper expert, just because I think that guy fucking sucks. That Hacks guy, I rarely see him put out a play sharper lineup that's actually like pretty spot on. You know, no offense to him. I know I'm being really mean right now. He's probably an absolutely amazing guy, but like, I don't know. For me, I think Onana starts in goal. I think it'll be Wan-Bissaka. I think it'll be Maguire. I think it'll be Luke Shaw. I think it'll be Reguilon. You can be him if you did a better job. I don't really want to be honest. I think there's a lot of pressure. That's why I'd never like tweet out or something like giving someone shit for their prediction or anything like that. Like I'd never actually do that shit. I know I'm like kind of talking shit now, but it's just because it's like there's like 30 people there. No one fucking cares, you know. That's the lineup I think we'll play. And that's a lineup I bloody hope we play, but it might be McTominay. I'd say it's probably 50-50 for McTominay, and I would say it's like a 50-50 between Reguilon, Wan-Bissaka, and Dalot all across the back line. The rest of it I think is pretty nailed. Cartagena was so weird last game. How so? Cartagena. I mean, Cartagena are bottom of the league, you know. We've got a striker at home to bottom of the league. Joe Hart, Agdal, O'Reilly, Haaland, Santiago Jimenez, and 240. What do you think? That is disgusting. That is disgusting, bro. The goal they scored was also offside that wasn't called. Damn. Who did they play against? They played against Sporting Gijón, who was second. Wow, fair enough. Damn. Sporting just weren't it. Fairs. Jimenez and Haaland 240. Wow. Yeah, that's kind of disgusting, man. Brian Brobby, what a player. You literally were hating on Brian Brobby for the longest time. Don't even pretend. Don't even pretend that you now like Brian Brobby. You were the biggest Brian Brobby hater I've ever seen in my life. Berghaus, by the way, is performing insanely well. I tried to get him on auction, but couldn't. I've always liked Brobby. I guarantee I could find receipts of you hating on Brian Brobby in my Twitch chat. You fucking snake. That's pretty cool. happened? All right, look at this. We're gonna watch this together because I just feel like this could be hilarious. All right. 14-hour flight, and the woman next to me is reacting out loud to every movie she's watching, laughing, saying "oh shit" in dramatic moments. Part of me is happy she's happy. The rest of me thinks she's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Let's watch it. Oh, come on. That's really not that bad. Bro, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. He's overreacting in my opinion. That's not that bad. Cartagena were really good last year. Losing their keeper really hurt them. That's fair. Well, I mean, at home to Cartagena, I quite like Oscar Plano's chances. I think we'll use him in the pick game. Magnus Matson, by the way, you know, might have broke him. Might have broke him. He has not really done much since I bought him, which kind of sucks. AZ away is going to be tough. But then Zwolle at Fortuna are not bad. Then they play 20 at home, which you just know he's going to fucking cook. It's really annoying. So, yeah. What's time? 10:46. I do need to go get a haircut soon as well. All right. Okay then, boys. I don't know what else. How happy are you that you sold that Satalo Super when you did? Oh, mate. Chani made me really panic when I sold this. Chani made me really panic. Although, in fairness, the fact that he's still selling for a crazy high amount is kind of nuts to me. I guess because he had a couple of banging games in a row and he had a fucking monster game here. Jesus Christ. 45 minutes off the bench, 37 AA. That's crazy. He really had, like, he's still, I mean, he's still quite serviceable. That was a card, though, that, like, he was a monster for Zagreb. If you had the time, would you mind seeing if you could pick me out a Captain 40 rare forward for a maximum of £70? I really like Oscar Plano at the minute. I mean, maybe if you want to avoid the Saber curse, but I really like this guy at the minute. I think he's actually going to go on to cook. Sporting CP smash tonight. I hope for a good reward. He was an ETH a year ago. When will the podcast be available? Should be tonight. A £70 Cap 240 rare forward. So this is how I'd do it if I was looking for one. I'd go player and card finder. I'd go has a game week, 431. Filter as a starter. No injury suspension. I'd say age. I don't think you want anyone older than 32. I think that's kind of like, because then you get decent utility and they're probably not, you know, going to fatigue very easily. For a forward, I think rarely you want a forward with a higher L15 of like 48, realistically. And if it's rare, we're looking at someone for a maximum of £70. I'm going to go with that. And we're going to search and have a look at some of these potentially half decent options, and see what the algorithm thinks for us. I do remember looking at this guy myself, actually. He actually dropped a stinker. I'm glad I didn't pick him up. But that does bring down his... he's not that amazing of a scorer, to be fair. Fuck that. It was just a name I recognised. I have Borja Bastion. He's okay. This guy's not bad. He's not great, though. Like, realistically, from my personal strategy, you want a card that, like the way I see it, you want a card that, if he scores, gets a good score, and you probably get threshold. If he doesn't score, he probably gets a 35 to 40. You know, that's what I would do anyway. I like to go with those guys because they don't bring down your 240 cap. Like, they don't use up too much of it, so you can get someone really good in midfield to kind of carry the lineup. And if they score, you're looking really good, you know. Sibachu's okay. I don't like buying cards over 30. He says after getting Muslera. Damn, I would not have bought Muslera now. I think he retires. He might not. You might get another year out of him, hopefully. I really hope we get another year out of him. David Datro Fofana. No. Yeah, I'd maybe say just have a look at this, to be honest. Have a look through and see what you think about some of these options. Sell case, not bad. Odds on Edward's not awful as well. I think he's half decent, can get yourself some goals as well. I think Calvert-Lewin's not a terrible shout as well. And Everton have got a 50-50 run, so it's like, you know, they've got games where I think I definitely think he can score against Chelsea. I definitely think he scores against Burnley. Huge potential to score against Tottenham with how shit they've been lately. Man City probably not. Wolves definitely. Villa probably not. Fulham definitely. So, like, you know what I mean? He's got like one of those 50-50 runs where it's like he definitely could get some goals. Duvan Zapata's still around, damn. Anyone have got any more any more questions? Sorry, I woke up pretty early. I had a weird dream last night. My dream was so strange, actually. I had a dream that I was diagnosed with some horrific disease and I was gonna die. And it was like guaranteed. I was like, there's no chance I wouldn't not die. I'll tell you what, this Avia card's actually pretty good. No, it's not. Yeah, I was gonna die, right? That was like the dream. And that was basically the whole dream. I was just going around and holy, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Holy shit, we're eating good. I don't have any ETH. I don't have any BTC. I have a bit of ETH on Sorare. I have 0.1 ETH on Sorare. I don't know what that's gone up to. What's my 0.1 ETH worth now? £240. Let's go. But I don't hold any ETH. Yeah, I had a dream. I had a dream that I had a disease, and basically the dream was that I was going around and telling all of my closest friends and family members that I'm going to die. I was like basically telling them I've been diagnosed with this disease and I'm going to die. That was my dream. How weird of a dream is that? It was awful. Yo, Quinny, hey there, mate. What's up, brother? Oh, actually, how did you do in the end? Because I was watching you build your lineups, and I remember Cunha scored, but then Yang Hell got taken off. Yes, he got... Okay, so you did get... Stuani, yeah, that was it. Stuani came on and fucking cooked as well. Go on. Love that for Stuani. That's tough with the buying game getting called off. That's tough. And a Yarzabal. What is up with a Yarzabal lately? He's just a bench player now, or is he come back from injury or something? That's tough, man. My 18 Sorare went from 28 cents to 31 cents. Let's go! Let's freaking go, dude. We're eating good tonight. Super 18 was a kick in the balls. Kick in the balls. Yeah, that's tough. I mean, Joe Hart not keeping a clean sheet, and then Scales obviously, you know, losing 14 points because of that as well kind of sucks, doesn't it? Obviously not ideal, but, you know, with Leon Goretzka there as well, it's tough. McGregor getting a 93 is brutal, but he's a great unique to have, isn't he? He's the captain and whatnot, so good unique to have. It's one of those. But hey, we bloody take the 240 threshold. Check mine, Ryan. Roll. Let's have a look. What are we saying? Oh shit! Look at Raul cooking. What the fuck? Raul is cooking, guys. Tier 3 and tier 4. I thought you said you had a bad week, Raul. What the fuck? I'm getting warmed up. I'd dial in if you want to. I'd dial in if you want to ping a link and chat nonsense. I don't know how you do that. I'm down. I have to go in 20 minutes. So I'm down to shoot the shit for 20 minutes. But I just stream off Streamlabs. What I could do if you want, I could call you on... Do you have Discord? I could call you on Discord and then just overlay your camera on Discord. But I don't use Melon. I don't use Melon, so I don't know how to like do what fucking Laird does, where he pings a link and then puts it on. I don't know how you fucking do that shit. I feel poor when I see your galleries. This will be you though. You, Franco, you got to dream big. You will be the next PSU fans too. I feel poor when I look at Sean's gallery, to be honest. I'm gonna go to Sean's house, all right, and I'm gonna go steal some of his cards. Which cards do you think I could send to myself and he wouldn't notice? I think we'll take that Martin Batterina. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I just went on his PC and just fucking like pinged over a bunch of these cards. I was like, oh, I don't know what happened, Sean. No idea, mate. I think Sorare glitched. I think Sorare glitched. If you're on OBS, add a collab cam as an asset. A collab cam on Streamlabs OBS. There's a thing. A collab cam. Wait, is it under widgets? Oh, I need to log in. Oh, you know what? I'm asset to the scene. Collab cam. Hang on, let me show you what I'm cooking up. Oh my god, that looks so fucking freaky. Either I'm blind. There you go. It's where cams and mics are. Video capture device. What have I just done? It's not there? Alright, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Because I just accidentally added myself on there, right? Oh, and now I've removed that. Fuck, hang on. Should be there with video capture device. I can add an existing scene as a source? What the fuck? Quinny, you've got Discord, haven't you, Quinny? I could just call you on Discord. I've got like half an hour. I'll share my screen next time I'm on my live. Alright, got you. I could add you onto this via Discord. Look, this is what I think I can do, right? If I go Discord's cool, look at this, right? So if I go like this and I go share window capture and I set up as Discord and I go window Discord. Okay, we should probably actually get on a different Discord because I'll get in trouble for sharing that one. Oh, if I just do that, hang on. And go Discord. Actually, I'm going to call you first, just in case. Because I don't want to get in trouble by sharing someone else's Discord. Where is Quinny? Am I blind? There you are. There you go. I sent you a friend request real quick. You know, for someone that works with technology for a living, I'm pretty shit at technology. All right. There we go. Okay, so then if I go like this and I go, don't you worry, guys, I'm cooking. I go like that and I go, oh, you're already on the screen anyway. Okay. Bosh. Right. So there we've added Quinny's online. All right. And then I'll call Quinny. Watch this, chat. Trust me. Just watch this, right? All right. And when Quinny answers, then I'll add him when he answers. There you go, right? Then watch this, guys. Then I can go like this. Bosh, 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 and then boom. Look at that. Holy shit. Who let it saber cook? Because it wasn't me. I definitely didn't. There we go. Look at that. Bosh. Look at that, boys. Now we've got Quinny on the show. In his fucking literal studio as well. Bro has a full-on studio, by the way. It's crazy. Is it cold in there, Quinny?
I can see. I can't see. I can't hear.
2 ghosts in one stream. You know it. We've lost him. Bro, Quinny's studio, by the way, is sick. Should we tweet out that we're being joined by Quinny as well? I'll quote tweet. Hello? I can hear you. He definitely can't hear me. There we go. We'll tweet out as well. How you doing though? Is it who is it? Is it Rock or is it Salah? Who are we joined by on the R2S channel today? And Quinny's gone. How you doing, Sally? You good? Bro, we're cook. If we're on the same team, I don't even think we can be on the same team for Sorare 7s. It'd be too unfair. It'd be too unfair, bro. We would actually cook. We would actually cook. There we are.
Snow bottle. Output device. Headphones. Camera is on.
There we go.
It's not working.
Quinny?
Oh, that's on mute, so yeah, it's probably funnier.
We can hear you, Quinny. We can hear you. I don't know why you can't hear me. Yeah.
I can hear you through the telly. I can't hear you through anything else.
I don't know why that. Yeah, we can hear you. Are your headphones on?
I can hear through that. It's maybe a bit of a. Headphones are on.
Headphones
tuned
are
in.
on. Oh, that's technology, man. I hate technology.
Can you hear my mic back through?
Yeah, we can hear you. I can't really hear myself through it though. I'm doing good, Sal. I hope you're doing well, man.
Okay, well if you don't hear yourself, then
yeah,
it's going to be really weird for me. But okay.
It looks cold in there.
It's freezing, mate. First thing in the morning, like, because my heaters are, you can just see about both of them. I've got a fan heater and an electric heater, so the first like hour in here, I need to hear myself talk back as well. That's going to kill me. But I need to wait for the heat to get into the place for the first hour, watch some highlights and stuff, listen to some YouTube, and then get up to speed. So I was buzzing when I seen you were on, and then you were going, making moves. I was like, oh, Haber's doing some stuff that'll be fun. Let's see if we can plug in and have some fun or whatever. But that's maybe brain damage.
We are cooking on here. Although what I tend to do when I quote unquote make moves is I look at everyone else's galleries. I'm like, you know what? I want all of everyone else's cards at the same time. It's my worst trait on Sorare. It absolutely is.
Oh, do you know what I should do? I'm actually going to take this off the telly and put it on my headset.
Bosh.
Anyway, this will be better. Sorry to listen to myself, but it won't be as bad.
Chat, I'm so jealous of Quinny's setup, man. It looks so sick.
Things.
Quinny's setup is so cool. I love it. The TVs in the background, all the lighting, everything. It looks so cool, man. I just work out, like, I do this all for a living. I do it all off of, like, my bedroom. That studio is so cool.
There we go. Sorted. I caught little bits of that, mate, but I missed little bits.
I was basically saying I'm jealous of your
studio.
And it's so weird. I don't know why it's not working. Discord is usually fine as well.
It's weird. I don't know if it's me, 'cause I don't really use Discord, so it may be my settings or something. But it's a cool place, man. You should come up. Honestly, like, I try and I know we're on a stream and stuff, so we'll chat stuff, calories and whatever. But yeah, since I've had this place, I'm always eager to try and get folk up and stuff. But I'm quite bad for like invites and organising stuff and whatever.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
It's a cool place, man.
It's
It's great to watch football as well once all the screens are on.
It looks sick. It does look really cool. I know as well with the delay, I'm guaranteed to interrupt you whilst you're talking, but it's just the delay.
Cool. I'll give it a good wee break, and then it's no bother.
How
was your weekend?
It was okay. Bayern getting called off, I thought was going to actually kill me, but then Icardi was crap anyway, so it really didn't matter. I'm just happy to get Super Air threshold after like multiple lineups falling apart. It's just like, you know what, give me the threshold and I'm happy.
Yeah, I was kind of there. You seen it there with that 240 team. Stuani saved me, thankfully, with that.
Off the bench.
That cap selection we had, the headache on the lineup builder, so that was good. But that's pretty much the only highlight for me.
Yeah, I hear that. That off the bench brace was clutch. I tried to watch the Girona game because my league game got cancelled, so I got into bed, put Girona on the TV, then I fell asleep and woke up at 5 p.m.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, Joe, I can't sleep that long.
it was bad. Maybe I just needed to catch up. I don't know. It was bad. 5 p.m. was rough.
Oh no, you've got limited threshold. I was going to say you've done all three of them. Card in Asia.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't do rare sadly because I decided to put the Man United stack in there, and well, we all know what it's like having a Man United stack right now. If you look at my gallery, it's rough.
Yeah. As I can see why you flip in and out the cards so much. Must be brutal. I would do it with Celtic much more if I didn't have like supers and stuff. They're so annoying when your own team lets you down. It's like the opposite end of the scale of like the joy of when they win you stuff. It's just, it can be brutal.
It is brutal. It's harder. It makes watching the United games harder because like it's that double emotion then of I'm already emotional because we're losing, and then Onana lost his clean sheet and Maguire error there to goal, and yeah, it's tough. It's not fun. I'm definitely not muted, Jonathan.
So what are you hunting for your gallery? What do you think you're kind of looking at the moment?
Everything, all the best scorers in the game. I want all of the good players. I think at the moment I'm kind of looking at like Cap 240 is a bit more of a big priority for me. I think at the moment it just seems like playing against the game to get that threshold is like just the best way to generate liquid ETH every week. That, and then just whoever has the best matchup out of like Bayern or whoever I've got like in terms of like little mini stacks and that everywhere. So yeah, a bit of everything. I'm kind of also looking at next season too. I think next season there's some opportunities there to get some decent value for next season. So I'm quite a bit of almost everything.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm with you on that. I think when you look at next season, you can get it's a bit easier to get excited about long-term prospects on some of the guys.
It's tough listening to yourself back, isn't it? I can see it in you. I can see it in your face that you're saying something and then hearing your own voice, and you're like, it's confusing the hell out of you. What might be able to work is if you might have to mute it whilst you talk and then unmute it after you talk.
Oh, yeah. I could take my headphones on and off. Actually, that's an idea. We can flick on our feet.
I'm gonna double check my.
There we go. So I can't hear myself talking. That's not bad. So. No, I'm with you, man. I think like the Griezmann, like, I was really impressed when you got the Griezmann. It's like a huge, let's see those kind of guys you're talking about, like absolute smashers. Mm-hmm. He's a huge one. But I think when you are looking to upgrade, like you are talking about now, like the best players and stuff, it's like profiles that get everyone screwed up because everyone will chop and change between I'll play this region or I'll play that division or a cap or an age or something, you know. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, that Griezmann one. I actually think I got quite lucky with that Griezmann one. I really don't think that guy should have accepted that trade. I would never have accepted that trade if it was like flipped. So I'm quite happy that sort of ended up going that way because Griezmann's already won a couple of rewards as well. I think he's already won more than everyone with Doku since I've had Doku. So we'll absolutely take it.
Yeah, that's brilliant, man. I think, like, yeah, it's definitely a deal I wouldn't have done personally, but it's definitely a deal that I've always been interested in trying to do. Playing Sorare is like, you know, it's the one man's trash is another man's treasure kind of thing, you know, like Doku, like, you know, the trade is fantastic now, and I think Griezmann will serve you so well for like the foreseeable. But in like 8 years from now,
yeah,
it might be like, oh, I could still use a card that's playing right now kind of thing, but that's like it. That's the line, really, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Like 100%. I think to be honest, in that amount of time, Doku will probably be getting the scores Griezmann gets now. So that guy will probably look back in 8 years and be like, "Why did that guy make that trade?" And I'm just there like, "Get my Doku back." Trying to trade a Griezmann. He's like 50 years old with a walking stick, just trying to get it back. But yeah, I've always I've never really looked super long term when it comes to Sorare anyway. So for me, it made sense for me right now. Griezmann extending as well, which is nice.
It's a big trap a lot of people fall into, myself included. But
yeah,
you look too far down the road sometimes.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think that happens quite a bit. I don't play under 23 either. I've never like. I have played it before, but it's never really appealed to me. I only ever played it in the past because of like the Mbappe potential reward, and I guess there's now Bellingham, and you've still got Haaland there and stuff like that. But I don't know. For me, like I like the chance at sort of the. I'm trying to think. I was going to say top tier all-star prizes, but it is like Haaland and Bellingham, so it kind of the same players anyway. It doesn't really work like that. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
I think as well with. Sorry. I was going to say I like about the Griezmann. It's only won 3 rewards. And 2 of them are yours, so like it's one of those ones where, like, say, you can look too far down the road sometimes. And in terms of the thing you're talking about there with prioritising threshold and bagging the money, I think galleries that are like, I was just on your page a minute ago when you started streaming, and we're going to dial on. But our galleries are pretty much worth like the same at the moment on SRD values, give or take, if you know what I mean. So I think like just to use that kind of realm as a benchmark, I think anyone who's got a gallery of like, let's say, over 10 ETH or whatever, who's been on this game for a while, like for me, the big thing I've always been excited about Sorare in terms of where it goes is that it becomes like a professional kind of game of some sort, like an e-sport or like a pro poker kind of vibe or something. And if it lives in that space, there's money paying out everywhere. So every time they add more money, that's just generally where I try and run to, because that's always where I thought the game kind of moves to if it does Apex,
Well, I've never even thought about it like that, but I can see it. I mean, the reason why I've because obviously there's a lot of negative sentiment within the community as well as positive sentiment on Sorare, and the reason why I've never even thought about like selling up, for example, or when I think about the future, for me is because I look at the US, for example, and fantasy sports in the US is just so humongous that like we're not even scratching the surface of where Sorare could go. That like the industry over there is worth such a ridiculous amount of money that like people here worried about card prices and things like that, they don't realize that like if we break into that stratosphere, the opportunities are crazy.
Yeah. Even just as a fantasy thing, I get that too, for sure. So as I can always look at my cards, and when I look at your cards as well in this kind of chat, or anyone else I'm looking at galleries, I think of it, and again, I'm a bit geeky when I was kind of growing up and stuff, but I think of it like, Magic the Gathering or like Pokemon or something. That's like your deck of cards. It's like your football deck of cards almost, for like the game we play. That's why I'm quite particular with the cards I try and get, because that's the way I've always thought of it almost, is like, it's like my rig outs, my guys, my cool ones that are OP or a wee bit quirky or a bit different, or I've had this one for 5 years, that kind of jibe, But yeah, I just think that's, especially for galleries like of the kind of size we're talking about, or even just the experience that we're talking about, because like you don't need to have a big gallery to have been around the block and to have ambitions of like playing it in that way, But I think when you see card prices move around, like you get that Griezmann, a move like that, if that's the kind of way Sorare keep going, because they have added money into the Champion Euro prize pool. The thresholds obviously for the last 6 months have never been bigger, and there's just the Premier League thing, they're putting more and more money out. So you want to have to use the deck analogy, you want to have some OP, you want to have something in there that's a game changer, that when that hits the table, boom, and it's got all the stuff on it that makes a real difference and it separates you.
Yeah, I agree. I also really like that analogy because I've never thought about that before, but I do see it like that. Like for example, with Chani or Nep, I won't think, oh, Chani's got a Trent. I'll think of his exact Trent. I'll think of the exact like year his Trent is. Like the same with like Nep, PSU. I know that his Griezmann's like 2 years old. Like, or he used to have a Teddy Tuma super rare that he'd always play when he was smashing it at USG. Yeah. So like, I've never even thought about it like that, but that is so accurate. Because like my Kimmich is one of my favorite. I think he is my favorite card in my gallery, and like I don't think of it as just Kimmich. I think of it as the 2020 to 2021 sort of 70 out of 100 Kimmich that I bought like a year and a half ago or whatever. Like I like that a lot. I've never even thought about that. That's made me more sentimental now about my cards as well. I was already sentimental enough, but now I'm not going to be able to sell anyone because now I'm just going to think of it as like they're my cards now. What have you done to me, Quinny? Oh no.
That's the NFT magic, isn't it?
Oh, I don't think I'll ever sell a card again now.
I heard Laird talking on Friday was saying Quinny was giving me a hard time because, like, again with rewards, that's why I like them a wee bit more as well, because it's like that you've kind of conjured it. You know, it's kind of something the rest of the cards is produced for you in that sense. And if it is something mad cool, I try and keep good rewards as often as I can. It is hard, you know. I've not kept many over the 3 or 4 years, whatever it is, but when you get a good one, I always do my best to anyone I'm talking to, like, try and keep that one. You know, it'd be fun.
Yeah, 100%. This Tadic. I won Tadic for Challenger Rare Pro last year, and I've kept him. I had a Tadic before, sold the one I had, kept the reward, and he's just been incredible to have. And this is a card I'll never sell. Like, he will retire in my gallery, 100%. I'll never sell this card. He could start dropping 100s every week and go up to like 10 grand. I wouldn't sell it. Never. He will just stay here forever. He's just a part of the It's Haber gallery now.
That's it. He's a legend.
Absolutely.
He's in with the woodwork, in with brickwork.
He is. He's part of the bricks and mortar. And to be fair as well, like, he's returned more than what I sold the other one for, I think, or there or thereabouts. Like, his return has been unbelievable, and it's so nice to do that with a reward too. Although I will say that, and to contradict myself,
yeah, it's way more fun.
I won a Kimmich and sold the one that I won to keep the old version I had, because I was so sentimentally attached to the old version. So swings and roundabouts.
Yeah, I get that. And Nep had that kind of thing as well with his Odegaard as well. So that's a funny one when you've won one already. It's a doubler. I get that.
That one's funny. Nep just has 2 Odegaards now. And to be fair, in a week like this when he smashed, he could have absolutely cleaned up with those. He has 3 as a super rare as well. Which one did he win? Is it this one? Yeah. Is it this one? No, this is not the one. Which one did he win? This is the one he won. 59 out of 100. Let's see how many rewards he's won with this. 5 cards earned so far as well. Oh, he won a Trossard, who's another That's the dream. Wow. No way. He won Willian as well, and Willian's ex-Arsenal. What is Nep's luck with this Erdogan? He just wins Arsenal and ex-Arsenal cards all the time. He's building a past and present Arsenal gallery. That is nuts.
That's bro.
Go on. Trossard's been banging it as well.
Do you think there is something maybe in the wee RNG algorithm like that? Because I heard Nellis saying he's like the top 20 collector of a club, and he's won 3 rewards or something of a random team. I forget who it was.
I don't know, but to be fair, like, and what fits into that is that this Tadic I'm just looking now has won 2 Bruno Petkovic's within about 10 game weeks of each other. One of them won 11th Challenger Rare Pro in 396, and in 403 won a Bruno Petkovic again. So maybe there's something in the algorithm. You'd love this one. I won an odds on Edouard with this card as well. You'd love that.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, maybe there is something.
Well. He scored at the weekend. That team wasn't good enough.
No. He's one of those, man. He's like... I actually think he probably stays at Crystal Palace for a while, and then I think he will move again. I can see him moving back to sort of like a challenger team and just smashing it at some point. He's like that profile. He should be just scoring so many goals.
There's maybe a wee cheat code in here: rewards winning cards of your favourite teams or stacks.
Yeah, I mean, you won that Kyogo.
Of course, yeah.
There you go. How about one of the Man United
players? The full Celtic team. Don't find them with rewards. Fine. Love that. I'm really struggling now with goalkeepers, see, because of the whole particularity of, like, just what you need from a good goalkeeper. And, like, as we've seen with, like, Alisson and 1 or 2 other goalkeepers, when they get injured or when they fall off or something like that, like, goalkeepers are so hard to spend a lot of money on, and they're so painful when they do get injured or they go out or something like that. So I'm always worried about buying a goalkeeper that either that happens to or is just rotten and can't actually help the team or my lineups at all. And at the moment, I definitely need more goalkeepers, and then there's not many around that I can get. Like, oh yeah, he would make a difference, or he would definitely, like fit into my gallery or anything. Whenever I hear to a lot of other people, I know forwards and midfielders are a big thing now for some folk in terms of getting strength and depth and whatever. But for me, I think goalkeeper is one of the hardest spots at the moment.
Yeah, goalies are a tough one. I kind of this year. Hang on, is that my alarm going? Alexa, stop. Right, I've got about 5 minutes, then I need to go for my haircut. But yeah, this year I kind of made a conscious effort to I try and pick up quality goalkeepers that work with pieces I've got, and then I'll only pick up now a goalkeeper if I already have enough players then for the next lineup. Because I think the opposite way you can go sometimes is pick up too many goalkeepers, and then you're almost trying to stretch your gallery too thin because you end up having like 5 goalkeepers but only like 17 outfield cards, and then you're like, but like, how do I make this work? And how do I, you know what I mean? So, and I've definitely been in your shoes and then gone the opposite way and had too many goalies. So it's quite, yeah. I'm in a boat at the moment where I'm actually doing quite well with goalies, but again, one injury as well. One injury and you could be in a tough spot.
Team.
Josh said, I feel like the goalies, I've got 3 super rare ones. None of them play from now until March. Yeah, that's one thing I've tried to make sure I didn't get screwed upon is losing out on a bunch of utility between now and March. But I've done pretty well to manage it. My worry is that we get to March and like my goalkeepers for the US, I've got Steve Clark, Hoyos, and someone else. My worry is that I'm going to get 2 retirees by March, and I'm like in a position that I'm going to go get 2 more goalies again. That's what I'm kind of worried about. Steve Clark could definitely be on his way out. 37.
Especially if they won the cup this year, that would be a great way for him to retire.
Yeah.
And if you are worried about that kind of thing, I don't know. Whenever I get worried, I just think I'll just do something. I think again it's very similar to the take you had on the Griezmann. Like sometimes if you want the card, you just got to go and get it for wherever you go and get it, kind of thing. I kind of feel that way with anything I'm worried about, like a guy that might not recover properly from an injury or future retirement or future dropping. So it's nothing worse than when you watch a goalkeeper as well and you think, I wouldn't want that guy to play in goals. It's just then the timer's on, when does he get replaced? Whenever I get that fear, it's just because once they get dropped, it's like a lead balloon. It just hits the ground, man. And you're screwed.
Yeah, I'm like that with Muslera. I bought Muslera this year against everybody's better judgment. Oh, he's going to retire at the end of the year. But I'm just like, I mean, he is a great goalie still, and I'll get a year out of him at least. And I'm not worried about next year either because I do think they renew him for a year and I get another year utility, or like they're gonna have to go out and buy another decent goalkeeper. And I just feel like maybe they'll have more priorities at the end of the year, and they'll obviously have Muslera still there to renew. So I'm hoping that he'll stay another year, and I think he's good enough. I think he's 37, but he's a very physically fit 37-year-old, so I can see him staying another year maybe, and he's still great this year. So we'll have to see. But I am going to have to, unfortunately.
I think Mr. Leonard types like that very rarely retire in Europe. I know you need to leave. Sorry, this is.
No, you're good. You're good.
I don't think he finishes his career at Galatasaray. That's the last thing I'll say.
Yeah, it's possible. Could go back to Uruguay. But I do need to go because I've got a haircut in 10 minutes and it's about an 8-minute drive. So I need to shoot off. Thank you for joining me, Quinny. I will actually, for the next one, probably, because I do have Melon downloaded. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to organise a time where we can actually get on and just like shoot the shit for an hour or two and we can actually hear each other at the same time. So that we could actually get a fucking stream going, because I do like chatting Sorare. I really do. So we'll have to get that sorted. But thank you everyone for watching today's stream, guys. I don't know. I can't promise you. I'm not going to give you a promise as to when I'm
Hey,
going to be
haircut.
streaming next. Yeah, next time you see me, my ears will be lowered. But I do need to shoot off. So thank you all, everyone, for watching. Quinny, thank you for joining us. And I'll see you guys in the next bit of content we have on the channel. Peace out, everyone. Lads, thank you for chilling and watching. Shout out to Quinny. I'll be back. Don't know when I'll be streaming again. Tomorrow, or maybe I'll post some content whilst I'm away at Sean's. So yeah, take care, guys. Have a good one. Peace out.